We're playing Monster Hunter Rise.
Yoi.
I didn't. I was trying to get to the title screen. And I didn't know how fast we would get there, and now I'm just watching this girl sing. So.
Oh, yeah, I think that's Hinoa that sings.
Well, they're twins, right? It's probably both of them.
No, they do have different voices. You'll come to realize that in time. And Minoa sounds a little bit deeper. She can sing, but Hinoa is the one that I think has a lighter voice and sings on the main screen. Minoa does sing too, but again, she has a deeper voice.
So anyway,
she just sings a different song. Yeah. Anyways, whatever.
Oh no, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just saying.
No, you're good.
Yeah, this episode will probably just be Brian and I talking as I create my character and do a cutscene. Because, Brian's cooler than me. He played the game a little bit before I did.
Yes, again, another game where I was a little bit more in the forefront. But that's okay. I'll still make this super enjoyable to watch and shit like that.
I mean, it will be no matter what, as long as we have fun,
F is for fun, and for failure, whichever comes first.
Failure?
Yup. What am I looking for?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for all the questions I can't answer.
I can be 100 years old?
Yep.
How young can I be? 0? Why can I be 0 years old?
He's being a new age. You're being 0.
We're that desperate for hunters?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've never... I probably played with a ton of people who are 0 years old. It has nothing to do with your power or anything. Just funny, you just go around being like, yeah, I'm a hunter who's 0 years old, but I look like I'm freaking 13. Or 20, whatever. Whenever they send their people to go out and die.
Whenever they can pick up a stick, I guess.
Right? So... I mean... yeah, I'm gonna have to take both of them off, I guess. Because... the weapon's really strong, and then the armor is also just insanity, because I have max level agitator, so anytime the monster gets angry and goes rage mode, I get plus 20 attack and plus 15% affinity. Then, let's see, anytime I believe I take damage, yeah, I believe resentment is when I take damage, so anytime I take damage and I have red health to recover, I get plus 25 attack. Then I have Dragon Heart. So, whenever I have 80% or less health, I immediately contract Dragon Blight, and it sets my elemental resistances to 50, and I gain 10% attack power. For the viewers who don't know, there's a scale of 0 to 50. Essentially, I become resistant to every element in the game if I'm under 80% health. And then I still get that power. And then I get Resuscitate, which... Okay, I always mix up Resentment and Resuscitate, and I'm going to need to... But whenever that activates, I get another plus 20 attack. Then I have... And these are all maxed out, for the most part. Yeah, no, they're all maxed out. I have maxed out weakness exploits, so attacks that hit weak spots have a 50% increased affinity. Then I have maxed out free meal, So it activates 45% of the time, but this game has this like weird RNG where it's in more favor of the player than the monster. So I almost never run out of potions ever, and then I still have Counter Strike, which anytime I get knocked on my back on my butt by a monster, I immediately get plus 25 attack for 30 seconds. And these all stack, so I think I get like an extra 300 attack anytime anything happens.
Damn.
That's my armor, so I don't really know if I can wear that if we don't want to like murder face the monsters. But then the sword also does insane damage by itself. I might have to go make a fucking armor set.
Yeah, maybe
This is
do
yeah.
that.
That isn't even Sunbreak armor. That was just endgame Rise bullshit.
That reminds me of your Final Fantasy build where somehow you don't have to spend magic to use magic, or that you have like you can't be damaged. I forgot what you showed me. You sent me a picture one day of your stats, and I was like, that's not okay.
Was that for 14?
Yeah, online.
Huh. I forget that. Huh. Kind of want to look. Excuse me. Back at that. I'm wondering what I was when I figured out. I'm sure, and I know for a fact they took away that whatever I had. If it was doing something like that, they definitely took it away.
Yeah, you had 0 MP cost, like for all spells.
Yeah. Fuck. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember. I know I definitely would have figured out. I know I definitely would have found an exploit like that, but I have no recollection, sadly.
I don't know what hairstyle I want, but I can change that. Most
Yes.
likely.
Yeah, you can change your hairstyle. Okay, so if you don't like who you are halfway through the game, you can change everything about you. You can do a character recreation in a sense without actually making a new character. Okay, let's see. So, I'm gonna
Cry.
something like that.
Eye color change both? Can I have 2 different eye colors?
Alright, I'm gonna equip that.
I can have two different colors.
Yes. All the colors.
I'll just keep them green, whatever. Nose.
Alright, I made a pretty saucy katana that I think will be appropriate for when you start. Won't be too overpowered, but it'll be strong enough to relatively make a difference.
Hey, the good news for you is that you don't have to earn any of the stuff that you just told me about. You can just wear it whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you decide you just want me to, like, you know, unchain myself, I can just make everything die a horrid death. Because, remember, I soloed all the monsters, both in the game and in the online hub.
Are you serious?
So, yes. So all the apexes, even the ones where they made me fight 3 apex at the same time, soloed. When I had to fight 2 black apex Diablos in the same area, I soloed in one. Trust me, that armor and sword is insanity. The Dragonheart ability is nothing to scoff at. Like, yeah, no, I've soloed every single quest in Rise.
That's amazing. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the voice types.
You're listening to Cheese Lord?
Yeah.
Fuck. I hope you kill yourself.
I hope I
Sorry,
do
I don't
too.
love yourself.
Yeah, we have to say unalive on YouTube, Brian.
I apologize, YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm still I'm still upset.
I mean,
Unalive yourself.
neither of us know anything about what we're doing on YouTube. I
I
can give
hope you
myself a
forget.
feminine voice.
I hope you forget who you are.
Still have a long way to go. Bring it on! This is great! Ready for anything! You want a piece of me? I'm the best.
I guess Type 4 is fine, whatever.
Oh, they did a Dragon Age, like armor special, which is wild to me because Dragon Age is like 300 years old.
The game, yeah, I remember 300 years ago when I played it.
Right, me too. It's crazy. Dragons were still flying around at that time. It was the Dragon Age when we played Dragon Age.
Yes, it was, is very interesting for, fuck, who's the company that made the game?
Uh, BioWare, the people
Yeah.
who also made Mass Effect.
Yeah, BioWare was really into current events at that time.
Absolutely. They knew what was up, man.
Hang on. I guess I'll do my name. Well, no, wait, it's for YouTube. I have to do Robertus. Robertus. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
I have to make a dog too? What the fucking hell?
Oh, dude, honestly, I love the Palamutes more than the Palicos.
Alright. Presets.
Alright, so I will do this set. This will be fun.
This one looks like a normal dog. It's cute. I guess I'll do the Brindle, and if someone's watching, they're gonna call me out because that's probably not Brindle, but whatever.
What am I looking for? Oh, shit, I was in the wrong section. There we go. Oh, yeah, crap.
White. No. Yes.
Okay, I want to save that. And then...
That's... I'm sorry being so quiet. I'm just really focused on making my dog.
And I'm just trying to figure out what I did with my armor here.
You sold it for crack?
Yes.
No, you sold it to get more respecs in Elden Ring. Dude, I told you. It's not worth it.
I love it.
If you guys knew how many times Brian wanted to respec an Elden Ring, it's basically like a crack addiction.
Listen, there was a lot of options, and I didn't know what I wanted. All right, leave me alone.
I mean, sometimes you have to change according to the situation, right? And it's hard.
Yes, that whatever you just said.
Did I tell you that I enabled my old friend when he had like an actual problem with mobile gaming?
No.
No, he was playing this mobile game called Rise of Kingdoms, which is basically Eveny, but less competitive.
Okay.
And this man was spending hundreds of dollars a week on this game. And I never once told him, like, hey, mobile games are designed to do this to you, to make you addicted, to get you to spend money, and you can only win if you spend money. No, I didn't say any of that. I just said, you know what? You're an adult. Do what you feel like. and
And he did exactly what he wanted.
yes, he did, even though he had threats of divorce from his wife.
It's all gonna be okay for him.
Yeah, but he did stop playing eventually.
Eventually.
Alright, I'm probably not going to be fully satisfied with how my Doge looks. But he's kind of cute, I guess. Alright, you get... Oh, do I give you the black eyes? No. No.
I love giving people black eyes.
No, you don't. And Brian doesn't enjoy giving anyone black eyes.
Especially women. Only in
Minecraft, alright? In Minecraft. If you like giving people black eyes in Minecraft, you have to say it.
I did. I said only in Minecraft. Then you fucking chimed over with in Minecraft. Like I didn't know it had to just be in Minecraft. I thought it had to be only in Minecraft. Whatever. So I give women black eyes in real life. I mean Minecraft. Crap. Minecraft.
Oh god. I mean, I guess if you say I like to do X in Minecraft, you're not exclusively saying that you don't also do it in real life. But but no. Brian does not give anyone black eyes in any real or fictional world. Doesn't happen.
Correct. For all we know.
For all I know. Clothing.
Now look, I do have low rank armor, but I am upgrading it, so I'm gonna be way denser than you. So I'm gonna be able to take a little bit more hits.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
I just won't have any special abilities or anything. I'll just have cracked out defense.
And you promise not to laugh at me when I'm the only one getting carded and ruining the quest for everyone.
Okay, to be fair, I may get carded just as much as you because remember, I'm not using my armor. I'm using armor that I thought looked cool.
What should I name my Doger?
Stank Sniff.
What?
Stank Sniff.
Okay, your voice cut out for a second. Your suggestion will be considered.
That's inappropriate. It should not be considered. It should be a guarantee.
I can move the text box?
Yeah.
What?
Welcome to the most recent, most advanced Monster Hunter. All right, get with the program.
No, this is the PlayStation's text box.
Oh, PlayStation 5, dude, you could always move it. You just had to use your directional pad, or not directional pad. I mean, analog sticks.
I'm such a fucking noob.
It's okay, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, upgrade. Thank you. That.
Wait, no.
Oh, I already upgrade. Fair enough. Hmm.
Alright, me and Thanos are gonna go on an adventure.
He said
I
okay.
have to create a cat. Oh. It's a good thing we're like dedicating an episode to this. Like, I have to make a dog and a cat and probably like I don't even know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. I'll
Cool.
make
Well,
a
I'm just gonna run in a circle because I've already finished my shit.
organize your chest a little bit. I don't know.
I'm gonna run in a circle.
Alright, fine, you do you.
Yeah, my stuff's already like good. I'm always organized. I got like OCD with my chest. So even when I did my last hunt before I took a big break, like all my stuff was organized. Man.
I used to spend like literal hours in Monster Hunter try organizing my chest.
Yeah. Well,
Even
that's because they didn't have like really good organizing systems. You had to do a lot of things manually.
that's true. I'm sure they had a sort button, but it didn't sort my things the way I wanted it to be sorted.
Yeah.
Years. Oh.
The sort's pretty the sorting for this is pretty much the same as World. Which is pretty decent. So unless things changed in Sunbreak, which they easily could have, Devil Joe is no longer on our roster.
You mean he's not a monster we can hunt?
Correct.
But he's...
He won't interrupt our fights anymore, and he is not something we can fight.
But I kind of hate that. He's like the most iconic monster ever, besides Laggy.
He was so there is an equivalent of Devil Joe that interrupts your fights like Devil Joe used to, and you can fight and kill. Essentially, Basilgeist replaced Devil Joe. I call him Bagel Bite, but yeah, you'll hear me be like, oh hey, it's Bagel Bite. I wanted to make sure I say his name correctly the first time before I never say his name ever again. Yes, he is the new replacement for Devil Joe.
I kind of hate that.
Me too, because he's not a hard monster to kill. And he's not even that good at interrupting, like, fights. Whereas Devil Joe was very good at interrupting a fight because he could one-shot you.
The Devil Joe was just always something that is terrifying, and it could show up at any moment, and you never knew when.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't get me wrong, man. I agree, and I know a lot of hunters also agree that it was very disappointing to find out that Capcom made the executive choice to replace their iconic ambusher with a new ambusher, and that new ambusher was fucking Bagel Bite.
Really don't see how anyone could have noticed us. It was a perfect display of stealth. That's
Like,
why we expect great things.
I mean, he is somewhat of a viable monster to fight but only way, way, way later and higher up.
Oh, come on. This is Kimura.
Well, of
When you
course,
first,
he was that
yeah.
monster that like scared you every once in a while when you were weak, and then when you finally got to fight him, it was like, all right, you're a big boy now. Go fight this thing, and hopefully you won't die.
Uh,
It was something to look up to, you know.
yeah. See, I always liked Devil Joe because even when they assigned you the quest to go fight him, you never wanted to because whether he was ambushing you in the middle of your quest or you were assigned to hunt him, anytime you did go to fight him, his moveset was, to a degree, very unpredictable. And even if you could telegraph his moves, a lot of his moves were very much uninviting to, like, you know, dodge or try to roll under. You almost wanted to keep a distance from him all the time because you never knew if the hitbox just randomly hit you, and now you thought you were going to dodge his tail, and now you got one shot by his tail. Like, he felt like a very unpredictable presence, whereas with Bagel Bite, he is very easy to telegraph. He is very easy to dodge, and his hitboxes are not that great when it comes to difficulty. So once you figure out Bagel Bite, he's a cakewalk. He's not an ambush into your fight. I sometimes like to think of him as a reinforcement, and you'll understand why I say that when we start to get a feel for the new age monster hunting skills that we're being given. But like, I see him as an asset more than an ambush or a distraction or disruption, whatever you want to classify it as. And it's also why I won't call him by his real name, because I see him as a freaking joke. I've never once fought a Bagel Bite that has ever earned my respect enough to revert away from nicknames and real names. Notice how I don't call Devil Joe Devil Pickle anymore. I'll call him Devil Joe because I respect him.
I've
I
always
call
called him
him
the I've always called him the cactus monster.
True.
I'm done with my character, by the way. I'm just watching the cutscene.
Cool. Well, then
And you
I'll give you
can,
some time.
yeah, we can talk over it. Like, I actually have this game on my Switch, and I've saw this cutscene before, but I've only ever played like maybe a couple hours into the game.
I originally got this game on the Switch too, whenever I had a fucking Switch. I detested this game on the Switch because it was very grainy and like blocky in graphics. Whereas on this, it's so smooth. I love it. I love it on the PlayStation 5. It's so smooth and beautiful.
Now that's what I like to hear.
And, you know, like, the Switch is beautiful and amazing in its own right. And I don't want to, like, just downplay the Switch.
The Switch has like, for what it is, like the small handheld slash console that it is, it's a really powerful device, but it has like its strength leans towards a certain art style, like the one that Mario uses, or Zelda, or Pokemon, that kind of style.
Right. Right.
And that style is like The Witcher or Skyrim or this.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely focused their power they believed was most in. And, I mean, they're successful, so.
I mean, hell yeah, the Switch is my favorite console, dude.
Hell yeah.
Alright, what does this guy want? There's an upcoming rampage? That doesn't sound good.
Yes, and in it you must die and be reborn. And when you're reborn, you have to recreate a character again.
When I'm reborn, will I remember who I was?
Yes, You have to recreate a character, but your soul will take over. And then you'll die a third time. And you'll have to recreate a new character. And then you'll realize that the new Monster Hunter is essentially just recreating a character over and over and over again. No fighting monsters.
That'd be a dick move on Capcom's part.
Monster Hunter, secret name, character creator.
I mean, I know Monster Hunter Rise is only $40, but it's like they make it non-refundable and they don't tell anyone that it's not actually a game, so they just pocket everyone's money.
You're right. Dude, on a serious note, the fact that this game was only $40 was an absolute steal. The just Rise alone is easily an $80 PlayStation 5 game with all the content you get and all the hours you have to dip in and just the beautiful excitement you get out of the game. Easily an $80 game. And an $80 game on PlayStation is usually the ultimate or deluxe edition of a video game. Like, just the first expansion alone could rival that of a lot of games' deluxe version. That's how much I can support and say about just Rise. I've only played like an hour of Sunbreak, and it already is still following that same beautiful vibe. And that was another $40 game, which I'm sure is going to feel like an $80 game again. So that's going to be like $160 in $80. Literally double value.
Well, do you know what's scary? It's because, like, maybe I'm wrong, but this is kind of like, you know, a non-main streamline, like, Monster Hunter game. Like, they don't take this game as seriously as, say, Monster Hunter 3 or Monster Hunter World. So, like...
I think originally that was the thought process when Rise first came out, but then when Rise literally went on the rise in popularity, Capcom immediately jumped right on the Rise train, and they end up releasing like 12 pages worth of quests, and they even added a in like the 12 pages, they literally added a whole nother part of Rise, like a storyline to Rise. So you don't actually beat the game when you beat the game in Rise. You actually beat the game when you beat certain things in the online hub. So like Capcom on the fly turned Rise into like a Monster Hunter that went from the numerics of like 1 through 4, whatever, and then realized its beautiful potential and how famous and loved it became, and then like added more of the story on the fly, threw it in as free DLC, and then used that as a segue to essentially create a Monster Hunter Rise 2, called it Sunbreak, made an expansion so you didn't even have to buy another game, and then made it $40. This beautiful fucking adaptation. That was an amazing on the fly move. So no, I would argue that Rise and Sunbreak is now just as top tier as the numerics are, because it has just as much content as the 1 through 4 and World and Icebreak.
Well, you know, good for Capcom for, you know, doing this as what was probably an experiment at first, and then just building upon it when they realized people loved it.
It was a very smart move. A very smart move.
And that's not to say that this game didn't have polish in the beginning, because it absolutely did.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why it got the chance and the opportunity, and then all the content that it is. Because even when it was just, I think, you know, the base storyline with a couple quests in the hub, couple being like, I don't know, 30 in the hub, you know, turned into way more than that. It turned into like almost 200 quests in the online hub. It's nuts. It took me freaking forever, dude. It took me almost no time to beat the actual story. It took me almost forever to beat all the quests in the hub. Like, the real challenge is when you go into the online hub, because they did, and I think this is beautiful. They designed the quests out here in just the open area of the base game to be very much something that anybody could be. Even if you're not very good at hunting, a lot of the quests in here in the outside area were made very much to assist the hunter in getting where they need to be. And then when they were ready for a challenge, the online hub delivered. Oh, even if you were solo playing, it delivered. God, the challenge.
Especially if you're solo playing.
Oh, yeah. Some of those quests were most definitely designed to never be soloed. I'm surprised I soloed at least 10 of those quests.
Yeah, if it's anything like Monster Hunter like 3 Ultimate, you know, the monsters in online are designed for 4 players only, and it does not downscale for solo playing.
So you remember the Stygian Zenogre, the King Stygian Zenogre, so not even the normal Stygian, the king that we can never beat?
Yes.
Yeah, they just created a subtype that's stronger than the king, and it's called the Apex Zenogre. Then they did a quest that essentially has the king Apex Zenogre. I soloed him, but the king it took me like 7 attempts to solo the king.
That's dumb. You're dumb.
I mean, to be fair, the only reason it took me 7 was because I was smart enough to go in with the best of the best of the best gear I could have. But even then, 7 with the best of the best. That's nuts. I should have been done with him on the second try. At worst, the second try. And he got me 7, dude. Yeah, no, the King Apex Zenogre is insanity. The dude literally, as the dude walks, so does Thunder. Like, and I think he's in rage all the time. I don't know.
Probably, like, I still have nightmares of the King Zenogre in Monster Hunter 3, so...
Yeah, this one I believe is in perpetual rage mode. You have to use special items to get him out of rage mode, or hurt him enough. And even then, he still finds his way back into rage mode pretty frequently.
Yeah, I don't want to know what kind of deals you made with any devil in order to beat him by yourself.
Oh, I didn't make any deals with any devils, but I lost some sleep, that's for sure. Because that's all I thought about. It's all I coordinated with myself about. It's just how I could get away with beating this guy by myself, no help, and I'm on the online hub, so he's already jacked out on power and health and defense. They do scale. So he wasn't as strong as he should have been if 4 people were there. So I will discredit myself a tad bit. They do scale. So,
well,
like,
you've still earned mad respect. For me, anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because, I mean, every monster on the online hub is twice the attack and defense and agility. All that. They're basically double what you would fight here outside the hub. So he was still double what he should have been. So still very, very, very scary and hard. Just, 4 people joined in. I would have beat him no problem, but I would have been very scared that my other teammates would have been carded constantly. We would fail constantly. Because, I mean, again, he was walking around in rage mode perpetually at first. Most people can't survive a normal Apex in rage mode for very long. He was in king mode. Like, he was the king of the king, like, king of them all. And he was in rage mode. all the time. And I like that's kind of why I soloed all the monsters, because I didn't trust other hunters to be able to live even long enough to take a couple hits for a lot of these apexes.
Damn. Did
Don't
they start me
don't
off
worry.
with a? Did they default me to a katana?
Yeah, but
Probably.
you can go to your chest and immediately change that. Even before your first quest, you can immediately change that.
I don't mind katana.
Katana's my go-to.
But I prefer. Man, I don't know. Like I use all kinds of weapons. Like I've always used what was the strongest against that particular monster I was fighting. But I think I like the hammers and the switch axes.
Oh yeah, I was using the hammer for a good deal of my playthrough for Rise, and then when I did my demon build, I went right to the katana because that was where I got the most amount of power. Hidden power is a better way to put it, because I was using criticals. I was using mildly hidden stats that gave me that secret edge. Hammers are great, but they are raw power at the end of the day. Can't really guarantee you can't really trust them for crit damage.
They're good for stun damage though, if you get a
Oh my
headshot.
god. There is an insane stun build in this game. I made my choice. But yes, there is a KO build. It's called KO build, where you can just keep on stunning a monster over and over and over again. It's nuts. I think I'd be killed by Hinoa if I tried to mock her while her singing.
He's like, bitch, did you just try to imitate me?
Did you just try to sing my music? You sack of shit. Now you must die.
She just takes out a hairpin and stabs you in the eye.
Yep. Her sister comes in with fucking great sword and beheads me right after. She beheads me from the balls up.
So she cuts you in half, is what you're saying.
she cuts me in half, but before my body can like truly split, she then spins to behead me. So she beheads me from the balls up.
Okay, so what I'm imagining is that she's uppercutting you with this great sword, and then when she gets to your neck, she just twists the blade and decapitates you?
Yup. Which means that the uppercut was pointless, but she still felt the compulsive need to start from the balls and go right up.
Damn, you know that... do you know how much she must have practiced that move?
Oh, dude, a ton. Just decapitated me ass up. She split my split cheeks to make a point.
It's like every morning she goes out to practice on a dummy and she's like, one day I will have to use this move on someone.
Someone who thinks they're fucking funny. No, dude, I know what weapon I'm gonna use. Okay. No, trust me, okay? Trust. All my viewers, trust. I don't give people watching, Rob watching, trust.
Don't trust.
This is gonna be the best thing you ever saw. You're all gonna look at me and be like, Brian's really cool. He's so cool. He's amazing. Why haven't we married him? Crazy dude, phenomenal, straight up hero. This weapon is gonna make you all just yearn for me.
I don't like that the meals are just dango.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I am heavily prepped. I'm so prepped.
Oh, my cat's made me a tasty little treat.
I
But
remember when I was cool.
I miss the old meals though, when they give you
Yeah.
like a whole 100-pound steak with a side of a whole loaf of
Oh
bread
yeah.
and soup.
I miss it too, but then in order to get that back, we'll probably be also given the handler back, and I want to kill her still, so.
The handler is fine.
No, she's not. The only thing that was fine about her was that she was caked up. That's about it.
Was she? I haven't noticed, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, she had only one redeeming quality, and that was she had Ness. She was straight caked up, and that was about it.
I liked her chipper personality.
She had a personality?
Maybe if you weren't too
What?
busy staring at her cake, you'd notice.
No, I mean, they showed the front of her before the back. And so when she talked, all I heard was, like, the same noise you hear when someone just takes their nails and goes down on a chalkboard. But then she turned around and things got, like, what, 1% bearable?
Hey, hang on. What if Monster Hunter brought back the handler, but they also brought back underwater monster hunting with the Great Laggy?
Okay, I could compromise on that. I could definitely compromise on that.
Bring
It's
back the
still
water
rumored.
hunting, you cowards.
No, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't go hurting their feelings, man. You might make them not, because what I'm about to say right now, 6 is rumored to have it. Someone already hacked into Capcom and got, like, a good deal of information, including their, like, cover photo, and the Great Laggy is on the front of it. And the Great Laggy can only truly be fought in water. I think they did have one Monster Hunter where the Great Laggy was a land-only monster, and they didn't have water fighting. But this game, like, definitely showed a lot of, like, monsters and elements of water fighting. So I think they are bringing it back.
Well, I hope so, but remember, in Monster Hunter World, they had an Elder Dragon of the Sea that you could only fight on land.
True. I
But
don't know, man.
anyway,
I think they're gonna bring the water back, and so
I hope so. That'd be fun. I really hope so.
Other than that, yeah.
Anyway, so what's gonna happen now is that this episode will end in a minute, and Brian and I will figure out how to, meet up with each other online, and I'll be ready to go on my first monster hunting quest. Sound good to you?
Yes. Sounds good to me.
Alright, this might be a long one, everyone, so I hope you're happy. And I hope you have fun.
You better.
And, by the way, half of the things I say sound sarcastic when they're not. I'm really happy we're playing this. I don't know. I'm hard to read sometimes, and I understand that, but just know that, I'm never trying to have, like, a sarcastic or mean tone on purpose.
I am. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, you know what? Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Also, tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We get sued for all of our money for mentioning Dragon Ball Z. Alright, goodbye.
See yous.